Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me?
Not a game. We talking about practice.
We thought they were, and we let them off the hook.
Besides, a different league, I'm coming. I'm flat out coming.
It's my quarterback. And if you guys do that, man, it's unfair.
Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to another edition of the Sports Report Podcast. I'm your host, Mr. William D. Morgan. Got a lot to talk about tonight, but first, let me go ahead and bring in my co-host. He's my man, Seven. Seven, what's going on tonight? How you doing, brother?
Can't talk baseball.
Oh, yeah.
Home run derby.
Yeah.
Quick update. Kyle Schwarber looks like Kyle Schwarber is going to be one of the players in the final. Rosa Contreras, so far, to my knowledge, has the longest home run in the Derby at 490 feet.
Dang.
Got a lot of juice on them balls tonight. Philly, it is flying. Home run derby's on Netflix for those that want to catch it while they're watching us, because trust me, we're more important.
That's right. Amen. All right, let me go ahead and bring in my man. He was always with me on Monday nights as well as Saturday nights on the Geek Gallon podcast on the Elite Sports and Entertainment Network. My man Ando, what's up? How you doing, man?
Do you guys remember when they used to make those TVs that you could have two things playing at once? You have a little screen right here and then the big screen. That's what you guys need to be doing. You need to have YouTube or Twitch pulled up on the big screen and then your little home run derby on the side. That's what you need.
There you go.
And then isn't it true that Jordan beat out Junior, so that spot is taken for the finals as well, right?
It depends on how Schwarber and Contreras do.
Okay. Because I thought it was a bracket thing where if one beats one, they automatically go.
You're right. So Contreras has to beat Schwarber, and I think Schwarber just hit like 10.
Well, go Schwarber. Wait, Contreras is from Boston, right?
I will cut you. Yes, he is.
Okay, I take back what I said. I need to keep the peace. You right.
All right, everybody. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Had to work throughout, but it's all good. We got through it. All right. First thing I want to get to is in the title. It looks like Congress is trying to save Caitlin Clark. That's what it looks like. They wrote a letter to the head of the WNBA saying that she's being mistreated and should not be and should be treated better. And all this is not by Caitlin Clark, because Caitlin Clark will tell you it's just basketball. But Congress is trying to save her anyway. And I don't get it. I don't understand. I guess they look at her as the great white hope, as Roland Martin man said it the other day. And I don't get this. I mean, if you want to say it's excessive, okay, I got you. But really? She getting a letter from Congress? Like, bro, that's the only athlete I ever seen get a letter from Congress saying she needs to be treated better on the court. This is an athletic event. Anything can happen. Go ahead, Seven.
Please take it, Seven.
Can we put up the other logo for a minute? Because I need to be able to speak my mind a little bit more freely here and I want the fans to be aware of the fact that I have a very creative use of the English language.
There we go.
Hold on, we're gonna do this really quick. We appreciate FeeFine. I actually use a FeeFine microphone myself. What in the absolute fuck is Congress doing? Do they not realize that we have more important fucking things to worry about in this country than what Elliot Stabler's niece?
Oh my god!
Dealing with in the fucking WNBA.
Jeez,
I
you
respect
did not
the hell out of
seven.
Caitlin Clark. She can kick the shit out of me on the basketball court, and I will take ownership of that. My issue is not with her. She has not requested any of this attention. This is the fucking media and those dillweeds in fucking Washington that would rather do anything else but their own job. Like a fuckboy that will do anything else but make their girl orgasm. Like, Jesus, hate you, fucking popsicle. What are we doing here? Caitlin Clark is not getting mistreated. And I understand that there is some tension. This tension is driving ratings. Caitlin Clark is doing a lot for the WNBA. She's not asking for anything in return. Like, I don't understand why the welfare kings of our country, the fuckheads in office that live off of our tax dollars and all the other special interest groups that they benefit from, have the audacity to waste our fucking time when there are far more important issues. Like, somebody has got to take away the fucking spray tan from the Cheeto head. Like, Jesus H, that is far more important than how are you serious? Oh my God. Right. You know how when a 7-year-old gets fixated on an idea and they keep asking why? I need whoever the king of all 7-year-olds is right now, the biggest dude on the plate. I don't know. Just put them in front of the members of Congress that think it's worth our time, and just start asking why until they break it down. Because you know none of those nutsacks don't have any idea what to do with their fucking kids. They go pick them up from rehab when they have drug addictions, but that's really about the only thing they fucking know. They probably don't even do that. They send their driver to do it. This is absolutely fucking bonkers that they're wasting their time on this. There are far more important things going on in this country than how Caitlin Clark is getting treated at work while making millions of dollars per year as probably the most financially benefited WNBA player in history, and she's in her second fucking year. Give me a fucking break.
Ando, you got any comments, man?
You know what? If you want to throw Ando's assessment up, I'm totally down to do that.
Let's go.
There are certain things in one's life that should not be mixed together. I find it appalling when people mix cereal with water. Cereal and milk is the only answer, right? When people decide that pimento cheese and honey go together, what is wrong with you? No, do not put those two together. Lamb and tuna fish? No, get the fuck on out of here. Politics do not belong.
No, we got it.
When Tom Brady was getting all the fucking calls for the Patriots and the Buccaneers, nobody was like, you know, Tom Brady sure is getting his ass kicked. Congress needs to get in charge and kind of stop Tom Brady from getting. No, it didn't happen. Why? Because politics didn't get involved in sports. When Lawrence Taylor was breaking Joe Theismann's leg, did politics go, oh boy, football's a really violent sport. Maybe they should go to touch, or maybe they should wear fucking bubble wrap. No, they fucking did it. Why? Because politics and sports do not belong together. What the fuck is Congress doing? Getting involved in sports that they probably don't even watch. They're just thinking, oh, it's more money. We can take that money, put it into our greedy ass pockets that we already have already. And it's only the American government, right? I'm sure the Toronto Tempo don't have this problem in Canada because Canada is well more founded than America right now. I would much rather live in Canada than America, but you did not hear me say that on anything other than Sports Reports Podcast, live on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook at 9 o'clock Eastern, which is what you're watching, hopefully. But politics does not belong in sports. That being said, Seven, if I ever hear you comment that Caitlin Clark looks like Elliot Stabler's niece again, we are going to go 12 rounds. That fight will last longer than the Conor McGregor fight that happened just 2 nights ago. That is all I have to say.
Gracious. Oh, my goodness gracious, ladies and gentlemen.
No, Will, what is your opinion on this? I gotta hear, because you're the minority in this section right now. You're the only black guy on the panel. Because, shout out to Kyle and John not being here.
DEI.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but no, I want to get your opinion on this. As a black person who watches sports, seeing a white woman get defended by Congress, who is taking away food stamps from families that need them, but heaven forbid a white woman gets attacked on a court in a basketball game.
Hey, Big E, how you doing? Appreciate you coming to the stream. I think it's ridiculous.
Thank you.
I think it's ridiculous, particularly when Caitlin Clark herself says that this is the game. This is what basketball is about. You don't let anybody get a free reign to the basket or an undefended three. You go out there and you play, and that's part of the game. And to have people like Congress come up here and make a letter for one player to be protected, come on, man, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. And for those who say that Caitlin Clark put more eyes on the game, sure, I give you that. But I think it was, I forgot who said she's the only ticket they got.
Sounds like something Jason Whitlock would say, because he's a dumbass.
Paige Beckers would disagree with you. Asia Wilson would disagree with you.
Yep.
It's just crazy. It's just crazy to me. And I don't understand why they put her on this great big pedestal when, A, I don't think Caitlin Clark wants it. B, I don't think she cares about it. It makes no sense to me. It's like you're just spinning your wheels, man. The people who feel this way, they're just out of their damn mind. There's more important things in this country to worry about than Caitlin Clark and her treatment on the basketball court.
I want to make sure that I'm not just suddenly losing my mind, but Caitlin Clark's not the only white chick in the WNBA, right?
She's not the only white chick on her team.
Nope.
Okay. And so we don't worry about how Sophie Cunningham's getting treated, right?
No.
We don't worry about Sabrina Ionescu and how she's getting.
Lexi Hall.
And hold on. I do care if she's being treated nicely in my bed. I will say that.
Well, that's between you and whatever sex toy you're ruining at the time. But the thing for me is, why are we wasting time on this? That's what I keep coming back to for me. There is zero evidence to support that she's being mistreated. She's probably being treated better than somebody with her same stats, but without her marketing would be treated. We have dragged Angel Reese for her dumpster fire numbers. Yeah, she's the double-double queen. She's the me-bound queen.
Yep.
We have dragged her. But the second some criticism come towards Caitlin Clark's way, all of a sudden it's a fucking issue. Are you kidding me?
Does this include when we call Angel Reese the sloth-looking person from Ice Age?
Or the time that I said she looks like Yzma from Emperor's New Groove?
Yes.
Are we racist for saying those things about Angel Reese?
No.
Okay, just making sure, because you're the black guy, so I have to ask.
Hold on. 7. If it is racist and Angel Reese comes on the show, according to her, this will become the #1 hit show on all of internet media.
Yeah, according to her, this is true. This is true.
If that puts butts in the seats, Angel, make it happen.
We need to
come on through.
We have on this show and add her into
come on through.
I think that would be the way to do it.
Chomping at the bit. What's up? Appreciate you coming to the stream. What's your question, Hunter? But yeah, I just think it's crazy, man. And then we're gonna compound the fact that Sophie Cunningham just got a new shoe released, and she's being called to the carpet because of her stats. How someone with such poor stats can get a shoe? Well, that's a whole different genre, I think, because ever since she did the little pointing thing and showing people how petty she is, and people loving the fact that she's that damn petty, she's gotten popular. That's a different story, in my opinion. That's more about not protecting her but making money. Go ahead, sir.
Is the sports industry still a for-profit business?
Yes.
Okay, just checking to make sure. All right,
Yes.
carry on.
Yes.
And shoes are not just built on stats; they're based off the popularity of the person selling it.
Exactly.
Sophie Cunningham, I would say, especially this year, has probably raised herself into the top 30 WNBA players. Yeah, part of shoe sales is popularity.
Exactly.
It's
exactly.
not stats.
So I think it's a way different case than Caitlin Clark, because the way shoes for athletes, most of that is based off popularity, not your stats. Not your stats. But I believe if I last saw it, she's shooting 40% from 3 so far this year.
Better than I'm shooting.
And she's almost at 10 points per game at 9.8. So it's not like Sophie Cunningham ain't balling.
Yeah.
I want to put up what Kyle said here real quick. This last thing Kyle said. No, you're right. You're right. And here's the thing. For me, I want to see more athletes do what Shaq did and do something that can be more accessible to young athletes that don't have as much of a budget.
Right.
If Sophie Cunningham gets a shoe deal and hers are in the women's section at Walmart or whatever, to in a more affordable, like even like $40 to $60 range.
Yeah.
Give them to me at Famous, mark them at 80, but they're always on sale for 60, 45,
or go 60
whatever.
at Shields. 60 at Shields is perfect.
There's so many things that they could have done with this. Like, I have more of a gripe about that. She's a marketable personality. Draymond Green is she puts up Draymond Green numbers. We can call it what it is. But she's a marketable personality. Draymond Green gets endorsement deals because he has a marketable personality.
Right.
This is sports. My biggest gripe is that she, as somebody who has a face, and Caitlin Clark, I think, could have also considered this as well. So please understand that my criticism is not just of her. But there are certain athletes that I feel like are in a unique position where they can do more for the sport with something like accessibility for athletic footwear. Because any of us that have tried to play basketball, even on a high school team, you're going to be spending $120 to $150 for a pair of shoes minimum to stay in line with what your peers are doing. It shouldn't have to be like that.
Yeah.
So if you have a mid player, especially a mid player, do more for the sport. And Caitlin Clark, stat-wise, mid player, do more for the sport.
And
I have
one
a bigger issue with that than anything else.
And I like the way you went with that, because you want these young girls, you want to market to them. And by you making them more affordable, more girls will pay not only attention to you, but maybe to more attention to the league and help its popularity. See, I'm the type of person who I don't think, while one person can get you more eyes into the league, I don't think it helps much if that's the only person you're watching, or if the Indiana Fever is the only team that you're watching. I just think if you follow one player, you'll gain an interest, and then you start looking at other teams and other players and get your knowledge up.
Yeah.
Because I've said this before about Caitlin Clark. A lot of people only know Caitlin Clark, and that's it. How's that helping?
No.
In the long run.
And it's not going to. You need to, like, if you follow only one person, it's you're a fan of either that person or that team. That's why when people start getting into football, I tell them that you need to watch more than just the local team or more than just the team that everybody watches. Because you're going to grow that natural respect and following for the sport when you see it more. Like, I have people who I will say, I'm a Kansas City Chiefs fan, but there are people who are Raiders fans because they're drawn to that type of atmosphere, which I don't agree with. But if you're into chaos and like seeing your team lose every year, I mean, so be it. But if everybody was a Kansas City Chiefs fan, football wouldn't be fun. If everybody is a Caitlin Clark fan, it's not like the WNBA isn't going to grow. You need to have those Angel Reese fans. You need to have those Sabrina Ionescu fans. You need to have those, you need to have AJ Wilson fans. Like there's got to be fans of every single player for the sport to grow. And
Exactly.
I said top 30, Kyle. What of it? Come at me, man. Whatever.
Kyle, that counts because there's only like 100 players in the league.
I still put Angel Reese behind her. Angel Reese is like 31 or 32.
I don't know about that.
Angel Reese, bang!
I have a lot of respect for Sophie.
Butter pecan, bang!
She looks
You gotta-
like
you-
a brand new giraffe born on the court.
So you got a derby update.
Yes, our Derby finals are going to be Philadelphia Phillies at Kyle Schwarber and St. Louis Cardinals. Jordan Walker will be in the finals, beating out Junior Caminero and Wilson Contreras in the semis. Schwarber is up right now, just hit his first home run.
All
So
right.
is it okay
All
for
right.
me to say now that I don't want Wilson to win it?
It's
Why
probably your
not?
fault he lost. It's probably your fault he lost.
Okay, cool. I wasn't wearing my Boston hat. Sorry. Oh, wait.
Just
I don't
remember
have
the
one.
karma that you're building up right now, because as of right now, towards the end of the season, it's probably going to be somewhere around Boston and Seattle fighting for that last playoff slot.
Oh, yeah, I'm
I
prepared.
just want you to remember that
I'm prepared.
on the end of the season.
Yo, look, we're a game and a half back at the Texas Rangers. I think I'm swallowing my shit already, man.
Let me see.
How
Angel,
the fuck
Angel.
are we a game and a half back of the Texas Rangers of all teams is beyond me.
Angel's better than Sophie, way better. It's two
Matter of
different.
opinion?
It's two different. It's two different positions. Number one, responsibility.
Because I would put them both at the power forward because they're good at rebounding, boxing out, and their defense is there. The only reason Angel Reese has the numbers is because of her rebound.
Yeah. And she's a taller competitor.
That is true. So, she should be getting rebounds.
Mhm.
But when you sit there and tap the ball off the backboard 6 times because you can't aim it correctly, because that's what you got all off season for. So instead of going to Met Galas and talking about how shit this podcast is because you aren't on it, maybe go to the gym an extra 2 hours a day and work on your layups and your standing shots.
Right. At some point, you have to work on your craft. At some point.
I'm going to say this. Shaq is available. Angel Reese should shoot over Shaq. I bet her game improves if she shoots over. If Shaq can just stand there like this. You don't even have to pay me. I'm Shaquille O'Neal. You don't have to do nothing. I'm just going to stand here like this. And I bet Angel Reese's shooting percentage increases by 15%.
He says, I'm going to need you to go watch Angel play this season.
I would much rather, Kyle, I would much rather watch the Boston Red Sox boil paint at Fenway than watch Angel Reese play basketball.
Damn.
Ando. You know what you need to do to calm down right now?
What do I need to do?
Go watch some Mariners World Series highlights and then come back.
Oh,
okay, hold on. I'll be right back. Hey, look, I just watched it. Fuck you too, Seven. This is why I love the family, man.
Man, I'm telling you. All right, let's move on. Let's move away from WNBA for now. It looks like Wemby did sign a contract extension today. 5 years, $252 million. But does this set a bad precedent because he didn't sign for the Supermax? He's leaving money on the table for the Spurs. You guys think he's wrong for that?
You want me to?
It's up to you, Ando. If
You know what? I will start. I don't think it's bad precedence at all. First off, you didn't win the championship. And
Right.
for all the faults that Victor has, I think Victor has a good head on his shoulder because he knows that if that core and that team does not stick together, they have no chance of winning. Now, at the same time, we saw just how soft he was in the NBA Finals. So he could be thinking to himself, hey, I need to grow as a player. Let me leave a little bit of pie on the table for the boys so that they can eat. I'll work on my craft. And then the next time that my contract is up for renewal, I'll get mine. Again, $250 million over 5 years That's nothing to say. I would take $5 million for 5 years, right? And I
It's
don't
not
play
bad.
basketball. I would be a water boy for $1 million a year. All right, San Antonio,
Who wouldn't?
Chicago. If you can hear me, I know you're going through some changes right now. The Bulls, you need a very solid water boy. I will be your fucking water boy. Okay, sign me. And then you can support the Sports Reports podcast here on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook at 9 p.m. Mondays. Thank you.
Yeah, there you go.
Look, the Bulls need some marketing. All right, we suck. We got Thiago Splitter as our head coach. Look, I'm very impressed with how Caleb Wilson is playing so far. But we're the fucking Bulls, all right? We are further away from the 90s than we are the 2050s. So,
yes.
You know what makes it worse with how bad the Bulls are playing right now and have been recently? The Chicago White Sox are one of the best.
That's an overpay.
I was going to say they have the same number of World Series wins as the Mariners since 98. Yeah, fuck you too, 7. Fuck
no, that's good, but I'm going to save that for another time.
Fine. 500,000. Whatever, Kyle. You can't shit in my cereal today, man. I'm in too good a mood. You cannot shit in my cereal.
No, go ahead. Oh, with all the times we've all sat on our favorite teams and hoped that the player that deserved every dollar they were allowed to have left some money on the table so the team could be built up. And now did Wemby set a bad precedent? No, he's a team guy. He is a team guy. And I think that having this kind of mentality is going to make him very endearing to the league. There are going to be plenty of players that are still going to go, nope, I want every dollar that I'm supposed to get. And they will get it. But how many times have we sat here and talked about athletes that had to decide if they wanted to choose between a title and a bag? Mm-hmm. Wemby just made his choice. So I got no beef with it. I would love to see San Antonio try to make it back and clean it up and do better this time. And for Wemby to not show that he's the taller version of DeAndre Ayton.
No, he's got better defense, bro.
I know. But he still came up soft like DeAndre Ayton did 2021. Yeah, so for me, I have no issue with it. I'm one of those where I wish more players did it, but I am not going to criticize a player that doesn't either. Because if my boss came to me and said, I'm going to give you what you're worth, or you can leave a little bit of money on the table and we'll hire a couple other people, I'm going to say, give me what I'm worth, because I know the work's going to be on me anyway. Mm-hmm. And he believes, with how they've built this core, that the work's not going to be all on him if he chooses to leave a little bit in their pocket to go elsewhere, because the Spurs will spend it. This isn't like a baseball team like the A's or the D-backs, where if you leave money on the table, it's not going anywhere else but the owner's pocket. Yeah. The Spurs are in a good position right now. The front office is doing the right things. I have no issue with this. If this was the Wizards or the Hornets, I'm going to be like, dude, you shouldn't have done that. Take your bag and run. Get the hell out of there. But nah, this is exactly what he should have done. I like it.
Not everybody's going to do what Jalen Brunson did. Because from what Jalen Brunson is, what I'm hearing, his next time he's up, he's not going to give the Knicks that discount he gave him this time around. Wemby probably the same. So San Antonio better make use of this. They better make use of this. All right, now we're going to switch over to the NFL for a second. And we talked about running back rankings last show. According to NFL execs, coaches, and scouts, Josh Allen is number 1 over Patrick Mahomes in their top 10 QB rankings. Let me go from 10 to 1. What's up, Jerry? How you doing? Let me go from 10 to 1. First we got Caleb.
Well, hold on.
Go ahead.
Because I'm going to jot down what you write here. All right, what you got?
First, we got at number 10, we got Caleb Williams. Then number 9, we got Jared Goff. I'm trying to figure out Jared Goff at the top.
Detroit, yeah.
Oh, whatever. Number 8 is Drake May. Number 7 is Justin Herbert. Number 6 is Dak Prescott. Number 5, Lamar Jackson. How the mighty has fallen. Number 4, Joe Burrow. Number 3, Matthew Stafford. Number 2, we're looking at Patrick Mahomes. And of course, number 1, Josh Allen.
Oh, heck no.
Somebody.
Okay, so let me ask this: what issue do you have, Will, with that top 5 or with that top 10?
Jared Goff.
Okay, who should take a spot?
I don't like the fact that he's that high.
Okay, so who takes the spot at number 9?
Sam.
I would say Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
Okay. I would have argued Jordan Love.
Jordan, that's even better.
Jordan Love. But the one reason that I would go for Darnold over Love, playoff.
Yeah.
What he just did with Seattle.
Yep.
Is the rebound that he's done. Jordan Love has talent. Jordan Love, I put, and this is going to offend some people, and I don't really care. I actually have Jordan Love, Justin Herbert, and Lamar Jackson in a very similar situation. None of the three of them have truly proven that they are elite quarterbacks. Because we keep Love, Justin Herbert, and Lamar Jackson. None of the three of them have proven that they are truly elite quarterbacks, but they are treated like they're elite quarterbacks.
Yeah.
And don't miss me with the Lamar has these MVPs. He has not won an AFC championship game.
No.
The easiest chance he had this last year,
True.
He couldn't even get there.
Yep.
You can add Darnold and Love and remove Herbert and Goff. See,
I don't hate that. I don't hate.
Yeah.
I personally, and this I don't maybe recency bias. Jalen Hurts could also be included into the list because he's got a Super Bowl championship.
He's an Alabama quarterback. Don't go too far.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding because Jory's going to come at me if I actually stand by that. Yeah. No, you're right though. You are right though.
But if I have any issues, I'm okay with Williams at 10. He had and again, I'm the guy that ate my words last year on Caleb Williams because of how much he improved. I'm okay with him being at 10. Drake May, I'd be okay with 8. Herbert does not belong in the top 10 until he gets a playoff win. It's the only reason I think Prescott should be in the top 10, and Prescott could 9 because he's the wild card games. But again, it's Dallas, so they're not going to make it to an NFC championship game probably as long as Trump is in office, so he won't be any higher than that. But I would say I can definitely agree with Sam Darnold. I can agree with Jalen Hurts. Jordan Love is kind of a biased pick because I want to see Green Bay succeed. I think the playoffs are so much better with Green Bay being in them because if you remember over the last 3 decades, between Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre, the Packers have always been a playoff team. So between those 2 quarterbacks, Green Bay should be included. So if I'm looking at this, I'm okay with Williams at 10. I throw Prescott at 9. I'll keep May at 8. Herbert comes out.
That's crazy.
Sorry, you think May shouldn't be over Hurts?
May should not be over Dak. We can make all the jokes we want about Dallas Cowboys, but go look at Dak's career numbers. That dude, again, I've hit on this time and time again. But what was it, 3 years ago, where 3 weeks after he went down for the season, he still led the league in passing yards?
Dak does put up numbers. When he's healthy, he puts up numbers.
But how much of that is because that's what Dallas's offense is based on? Look at how often Dallas was behind that year before Dak. Go ahead.
That defense was absolute dog water. I will trash on the Cowboys just as much as the next person. But a lot of the struggles that have come to that team, I would say if you think of 100 struggles of that team, 99 of them were not Dak Prescott related.
And okay,
And I will stand on that.
okay.
Every
So
single one of
let's
these other
go.
quarterbacks on this list, you can connect more issues to. I would
So
say
let's-
outside of Patty. I would say outside of Patty and Josh Allen and maybe Joe Burrow. Those outside those three.
So let's go Williams at 10. I can go Drake May at 9. Let's do. Would Jackson at 8 fit?
He's 5 right now. Lamar's 5 right
Because he
now.
only has one AFC Championship game appearance. And how many times has he been a higher seed quarterback and lost at home?
I mean, anybody's going. The only thing that argument they're going to hit you with the MVPs.
Where is he during the playoffs, though?
Yeah.
So my personal ranking would be Williams at 10, May at 9. I'm going to put Lamar Jackson at 8. I'll put Dak Prescott at 7. Darnold at 6. And that leaves. No. I got to bring. No. Goff can't be up there. So 6.
I'm trying to figure out why the hell he made a list in the first place.
Why? Who made the list?
Jared Goff.
That is a sprint.
I'm trying to figure that out.
I'm not mad with Goff being on the list.
If he's gonna be on the list, he needs to be move Caleb.
Okay, so let's do Goff at 10. Let's do Goff at 10. Williams.
Yeah, about to say,
9.
yeah.
You can
Williams
mix and
at
match
9.
between Goff and Williams. So I'll throw Goff at 9.
Yeah.
Let's throw Goff at 9. Goff at 10. Williams at 9. Make it May at 8. Jackson at 7. Prescott at 6. Then we can go Darnold at 5. No, I would put Burrow behind Darnold. So I'd put Burrow at 5. Darnold at 4. Allen at 3. Stafford at 2. Mahomes at 1.
Are you gonna try and get a 4-on-1?
See, I don't know.
You cannot put Allen above Mahomes because Mahomes has the MVPs and the championships to back it up.
But I don't know if you could put Matthew Stafford in front of Josh Allen though.
Stafford has the numbers and the longevity. Look, the dude's almost 40 and he's still playing.
Not saying he don't, but that's tough. That's tough. I get your point, but that's tough to me.
My list would be top 5 is Burrow, Darnold, Allen, Stafford, and Mahomes. That's how I would put it.
Okay, Willis.
The thing for me is I have some issue with the order of this list. I get because of the MVP, Lamar's going to be up there, even if he's fallen short a lot. We make excuses for him like we do some of the other guys on this list.
Right.
I don't think that Jared Goff deserves to be on this list. And yes, it's more of a recency bias for the Ryan Gosling throwaway, but he hasn't earned it yet, or he hasn't earned it recently.
No,
yes, Caleb Williams has earned it more than he has.
Right.
I would definitely take Love, Hurts, or
Nigga, I would
and these guys that we talked about, like I would take them over guys like Goff, Justin Herbert. We have made so many excuses for. We have made the number of jokes I could make about the excuses we make for Herbert would get us thrown off the air. I'm just going to say that. We get into Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow is a thing because he definitely fits into that Andrew Luck 2.0 scenario where he has absolutely no protection, a team that is not investing in his protection. And yeah, he's got a couple of great weapons, but if he only has a second to throw the ball, those weapons are useless.
Agreed.
That's like saying a guy has weapons when he's walking into a knife fight and he's got butter knives.
Exactly.
So for right now, Joe Burrow has not done anything to lose that excuse. Herbert has. Goff has. Lamar to me has, but I understand that others and the MVPs and stuff. So I would move Lamar up to like 8, 9, somewhere in there. Matt Stafford, I think, is ranked a little high. I would put him probably somewhere in the 5 range. He definitely does not deserve to be above Dak Prescott at this point with how things have done recently. Like we talk about the other rankings in Madden, giving but putting Christian McCaffrey as high as he is mind blowing to me. The dude can't stay healthy. How many other stats does he have at plus 100 for his longevity, his health stat in Madden to compensate and him still get a 97? That is mind boggling to me. It's now when we get to Pat Mahomes and Josh Allen. Anybody that says that they would take Josh Allen over Pat Mahomes if they're building a team around a quarterback is lying to you. Bald-faced lie. The only major loss in Josh Allen's career that was 100% not his fault was the 13-second game.
Yep.
And that was entirely the Bills defense, the Bills defensive coordinator completely fucking blowing it, on top of the fact that Pat Mahomes and Tyreek Hill were prime Pat Mahomes and I was completely not paying attention. Jordan Walker just won the Derby. First Cardinal to win the home run Derby. We'll talk about that in a minute. Crazy to think it was Jordan Walker is the first Cardinal to win the home run Derby when Mark McGuire and Albert Pujols exist. Yep. Think about that.
Right.
But for me, like when I look at this, nobody's building around Josh Allen when you can build around Patrick Mahomes. Nobody. No. Because when we look at outside of the 13-second game, a lot of big losses have fallen on Josh Allen's shoulders because of poor timed interceptions, poor timed decision making. There's a list. There is not a single major loss that Kansas City has suffered that was Patrick Mahomes' fault. And that's recent.
Yeah.
It's just not.
So would you argue that the AFC Championship game against Cincinnati was his fault? Because he did throw 2 interceptions in that second half. That's the only argument that I would make.
You mean behind the trash offensive line, the same benefit we give to Joe Burrow. We can't just take that away from Patrick Mahomes. I give him the benefit of the doubt because these are truly not his issues. We can see Lamar Jackson's play. There are times where he should have checked out of plays. He should have made a different read.
Or he should have ran the fucking ball.
Or he should have just ran the fucking ball.
Exactly.
Allen, bad decision-making, bad interceptions. Matt Stafford does not show up in certain instances when he should. He can be a hell of a quarterback, and I will not deny that. I'm not saying Matt Stafford is not a top 10 quarterback. He is not top 3. And that this is my issue. My issue is more with the order. Yeah, again, Herbert and Goff for me instantly out. I don't know that Drake May has quite earned it yet. Yeah, he has, but has he? I don't know. So much of the team's success right now is not on Drake May. It's on the roster that's around him. And I would love to be proven wrong in the coming seasons, but right now that's how it looks to me. But I would say because of his recent success, we're using recency bias. I'm going to give it to him.
Besides the run that Burrow had in 2021 when he lost to the Rams in the playoffs, that was his second season, correct?
Are you talking about when he lost in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, because that was his second season, right?
That was his second year.
Yeah, that
was the second year.
Yeah,
you do realize that Drake May maybe not statistically matched Burrow, but he played the same season, made it to the Super Bowl in his second season, and got beat by an NFC West team in his second year.
Right.
So to say that May hasn't proven that he should be in the top 10.
May got beat with the complete roster. Joe Burrow had 6 guys from backyard football in front of him.
The motherfucker had Pablo Sanchez.
Pablo
Sanchez on the line.
Pablo Sanchez would have blocked. Would have blocked Aaron Donald.
Joe Burrow might as well have had 5 or 6 Orlando Brown Juniors in front of him. The way he was under fire that entire damn night, it's like he was going to an American high school. He was getting hit so hard.
Yep.
I cannot compare the two because Drake May has a more complete roster around him, and nobody can deny that. But again, I will, because of his recent success, I will leave him in the top 10.
Yeah.
But Goff hasn't earned it recently. Herbert sure as hell hasn't earned it.
No, absolutely not. You and I can absolutely agree that Herbert should not be on that list.
Yeah, we agree with that.
And here's the thing. If Lamar performs this year with a proper offensive coordinator, and he actually starts making the decision to check out of plays because he's actually reading the defense and making the right call, I will 100% admit that I was wrong.
Just like I did with Caleb Williams.
Exactly. And that's the thing is I'm not one of those that's opposed to being wrong in this scenario about Lamar Jackson.
Right.
Because he does have those flashes where he is amazing. But to have Goff and Herbert even on this list, I think is rude. It is completely disrespectful to what guys like Jalen Hurts have done, Jordan Love have done. Like, there's a couple others like that have more of an argument on this list than those two. And I'm not gonna I don't think that's something that we should ignore.
No. Can I because I don't
No, you're 100% right, Kyle. You're 100% right. You are 100% right.
Yeah.
Can I ask where you guys stand on Aaron Rodgers as a top 10 quarterback?
No. No. He hadn't been a top 10 quarterback since Green Bay.
Since he left Green Bay, he's not.
Since he left Green Bay, has not been a top 10 quarterback. No.
I would even argue before that because that last couple of seasons in Green Bay were kind of rough.
Yeah.
But at least since he left Green Bay, he is not a top 10 quarterback.
Hasn't been a top 10 quarterback.
No, I would say definitely the last two, he is not.
No. Now it's some could argue this season with the Jets. It's hard to criticize him for because that was kind of a freak situation, and I can acknowledge that. But he still has not been a top 10 quarterback. It's not like I'm holding against him. It's just that you can't call somebody a top 10 quarterback when they had 4 plays in the season.
Agreed. Oh, absolutely. But that second season with the Jets was, and even that one, I guess you could argue was a train wreck because Saleh got fired halfway through the season.
Yep.
Woody Johnson doesn't know how to run a fucking team.
Nope.
And then the first season in Pittsburgh was crazy. So.
All right, let me head over to the NBA real quick. I got a question for you guys. Now that the trade that was going to send Kawhi Leonard back to Toronto has been put on hold, do you guys think this trade ever gets done?
Oh, shit, it got put on hold?
Yeah, it got put on hold. Because of the investigation.
Yeah,
I didn't realize that it got put on hold, y'all.
They shouldn't have announced the trade until after the investigation.
Right.
Because I knew this was going to happen. There was no way the league is going to approve that trade while this is going on. Because it's, and honestly, if I'm Toronto, I'm happy about that. Because if this contract ends up getting invalidated, they have
to unrestricted free agent if it gets invalid.
I thought he had to go back to Toronto in any way, shape, or form. Because
no, the only thing
if this contract gets voided, he's a free agent.
Which means he can sign with any team, and LA gets nothing for it, and they probably lose draft capital and money too.
He will get punished for it too, though. Don't forget that because he knew exactly what he was doing. He was part of this. So when this punishment comes down, he's going to miss 20, 30 games minimum.
Yeah.
At a minimum. Season, at a minimum.
Yeah. I would say if he didn't miss more than half the season with this, I would be surprised.
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me either. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Facts.
But no, I mean, in this case, though, if it doesn't go through, Toronto gets to keep the draft capital that they would have lost with the trade. So, yeah, and then you still have a shot to get Kawhi anyway, so.
Somebody tell me what's going on with Bam Adebayo and Tyler Hero.
What, smacking Tyler like a... Or was it Tyler that smacked him like a bitch?
What we doing? Draymond, Rudy too?
You got to have an undercard for the... You got to have an undercard, man.
I like it.
Oh, man.
I like it. If I ran my mouth to guys that were bigger than me, eventually I got my ass slapped too.
I'll take it a step further. Brock Lesnar has a t-shirt on Monday Night Raw today. Talk shit, get hit. Somebody was talking shit, somebody got smacked.
Somebody got smacked. Somebody got dead.
I'm totally down for it, man.
We're all men. We're all men here.
Yes.
When it's just us, when it's just the men, things are a little bit more
testosterone filled.
Testosterone filled. I wouldn't say I like that because it's better than primal. That was the word that was coming to mind as primal, but things are more testosterone filled. We have a different way of handling business when it's just us men.
Yes.
And
agreed.
Somebody like Tyler Hero.
Agreed.
Has the testicular fortitude to run his mouth to a guy that's over a foot taller than he. and already more successful. And
Jury
then
says she's Team Bam.
Oh, I'm Team Bam too.
I agree with Jory. Like in the end, like did Bam need to slap his ass around? Probably not. But we all know as guys, if you run your mouth to the bigger guy and you don't listen, eventually you're gonna get clipped. You're gonna get clipped. And we all had to learn that lesson at some point.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Tyler Hero got too big for his britches. And Bam finally got sick of letting that drawstring go.
Wow.
So I always view one of those. There's almost always an alternative to violence. But sometimes when it's just the guys, we handle business. We put somebody back up. We get somebody back onto their level.
Yep.
And then the day moves on. I wouldn't be surprised if this is kind of like the Jordan Poole scenario where somebody ran their mouth to the media. Otherwise, we may not have even known it
all over again.
All right. We got about 9 minutes to go here. 9 minutes left on the Sports Report podcast. Just want to say real quick, thank you to FIFA Microphone for the sponsor. Appreciate you guys sponsoring the show. Check out the new AM8 Pro T microphone. Look them up on Google, FIFAmicrophones.com. Definitely check the microphone out. It is awesome. I am using it now. 7 is using one as well. That looks to be the K688 if memory serves.
I think you're right. I like mine. It's got because I prefer to use XLR where I can. Like if you're like me and you have something that you run your microphones through, like a Rodecaster, or like I have right now I'm using a PreSonus box, just because I can run my mic and my headphones through it without an issue, and it still connects to the computer. This still sounds good, but if you want to go with the USB-C, it's got the volume knob on it. You can run headphones through this. Like there's a lot of that you can do with these. And I've had this mic for a year and a half now that I got this a year and a half, almost 2 years ago that I've had this mic, and it still works really well.
Okay.
I paid for it, worth every dime. And FIFA didn't even send me a mic like they did the Black King over there. Like I had to pay for my shit.
So see, that's where real hate comes from. Government, you want to get mad at white people, or you want to support white people? Tell FIFA to send me a microphone because I'm white. Don't be supporting the black folks now.
Yeah, the racism is apparent here.
Yeah,
because the black guy's the only one that got credit. We have to pay for our shit. I guess what reparations means, I don't know.
Here I am using a Blue Yeti microphone, and you guys are running with the. I got like the triple AA ball club, and these guys are fucking major leagues with their microphones.
The hell you got on your? The hell is that on the microphone? Is that a sock?
I don't have a filter.
It's a liquid protector for when he's watching Bubbles on stream. That's what it is.
Yes.
All right. Oh my goodness.
Fucking hate you guys. No, what's even worse is I'm going to take it off for you guys.
Oh,
it is an off-brand Donkey Kong sock that I have on there as well.
Oh, God.
Here's my microphone right here, you guys. I don't know if you can see it.
That is worse.
Here's my microphone
Shut
right
up,
here.
Seven. You're just jealous you ain't got Donkey Kong on your mic.
Here's my microphone right here, guys. You want to take a look? Pretty cool. It also gives you XLR as well as USB.
Don't forget wireless.
This one doesn't do wireless. I'm like 7. I use this in XLR mode. But yeah, check them out. FIFAmicrophones.com. Great place to get your mic, particularly if you're just starting out. Definitely check them out. Last thing on the plate for me, it's gonna be going to 7. It looks to be the Red Sox might be moving up in the world just a little bit. 7, are they going to be considered
in baseball? Right?
Yes,
9 consecutive wins going into the break, and that's with a injured list that could actually probably fuel a decent all-star team on its own, with guys like Garrett Crochet, Roman Anthony, and Trevor Story all injured. Tristan Cassis, Dane Cook's love child, sitting there as well. When he's on, he's an amazing player. Like there's the talent on that roster right now, and this is crazy because Boston was doing so bad at the beginning of the year. One of the best coaches in Major League Baseball got fired. And the Phillies had a similar problem. I would say Rob Thomas is one of the best coaches. He's a great coach, great roster. It just wasn't connecting. He gets fired. Phillies do an immediate turnaround. Boston was a little bit more of a slow burn. And they're now, since the start of July, since July 2nd, Boston has gone from 6.5 games back, 11 games under 500. And 6.5 games back of the last wild card slot, 11 games under 500. 9-game winning streak has them a half game out and firing on all cylinders. The biggest question mark, and here's the thing, and I'm going to say this as a Red Sox fan, and I've been looking at this part of the schedule with how Boston's been doing for a little over a week now and realizing this is where we will find out what Boston is made of. Right after the All-Star break, Boston has 10 consecutive division games at home.
Dang.
Boston has one of the worst home records in the league this year.
Yeah, 10 games under 500, 17 and 27.
Exactly. So if Boston happens to magically sweep all 3 series, they're now at 500 at home. So it's the Rays,
which is going to be a tough series.
It's a very tough series. Rays are one of the best teams in baseball right now. The Rays, then the Orioles, then the Blue Jays.
Okay.
Obviously, the Rays are the hardest one to get through because the Orioles and the Blue Jays are below the Red Sox in the division where they should be because of how they've been playing this year. And so you have Boston needs, I would say, in a perfect world, they go 7-3 or 8-2 in that 10-game series. You've got to win. In my opinion, I would like to see them win all 3 series. If they go 7-3, but they lose 1 game a series, I'm perfectly fine. I am perfectly fine with that outcome.
Yeah.
I would like to see them sweep it, but it's not going to happen. I know that. It's not going to happen. What I need to see from Boston is the offense come back consistent. The bullpen needs to figure it the fuck out. Because Boston has one of the best pitching staffs in the league. I will die on that hill. But the bullpen seems to give shit away at the worst times. Yeah. Now, Boston did get rid of some dead weight with DFAing Danny Colomé earlier this week. You only have the first game of the series against the Rays where you're not going to have Wilson Contreras because of the suspension that he got from the Cade Cavalli fight.
Yep.
So there's definitely some potential in this for Boston to come out looking very, very well. You're starting your first day back on Friday is a doubleheader. I'm not a big fan of that. I think the league could have scheduled that better and done it Saturday.
Right.
That's my personal opinion. Especially like you've got a couple of Rays that are in the Midsummer Classic tomorrow night. Junior Caminero was just raking tonight, even though he didn't make it past the second round. I think that the league could have scheduled that better. So I have issues with that, but that's above my pay grade as a fan. So I will say that Boston is doing what I'd hope they would do at the start of the season. There are plenty of teams that have it worse than me right now.
I mean, the Mets are just hurting. They're just hurting right now. The Mets.
On paper, the Mets should have absolutely fucking spanked Boston in that series.
Yep.
Absolute belt to ass.
But this is why we play the game.
Exactly.
Right, this is why we play the game. And it is I am no longer questioning if there is a disconnect in that locker room, especially as it relates to Lindor and Soto. One of them has to get traded, and it's going to be Lindor because Soto has too heavy of a contract. Nobody is touching.
No one wants that contract. No one wants that contract.
Nobody wants that contract.
No.
So Lindor's going to get traded, and you've got the Braves are fighting an injury bug again. It's not as bad as it was last year, but
it's still bad.
You're down a few important pieces. Strider's out again. Acuna is down again. I think he may come back pretty quick after the break, but he's not doing well. Michael Harris has been up and down. Like they have some issues. Martin Perez is another pitcher that they've lost recently. Like the
dang.
but the Red Sox are actually in a really good spot. But that first 10 games after the break are going to tell us what kind of Boston team we're about to look at. And the next 2 weeks for somebody whose mental health is tied to the success of their baseball team are going to kill me. Ando understands that stress because he goes through it every year with the fact that the Mariners are kind of up and down. Like he gets it when he's watching. Like it's
tied my mental health to the Mariners, or I would have been overloaded and drunk with as much as since 2001. I'd have been hungover, man.
There's a channel on YouTube, and if I can find the videos again, I'll send them to you guys, where they do like it's a fan support group.
Okay.
And it's almost always Browns fans, and Cleveland sports fans, which I find hilarious. Talking about the fact that if you get so drunk, you don't have to. Nobody can remember.
Is it Wyatt's World does something like that on YouTube and TikTok? Wyatt's World, if you don't follow him, he's amazing.
That's who it is. But they do, and they make fun of so many different fan bases. But it hits hard on Cleveland Browns fans, which I think is beautiful. And I mean, but that's what it is. That's what we're dealing with right now. And Wilson Contreras probably going to start calming down a little bit as far as his outside behavior is concerned, but he's on a heater right now. Sonny Gray is probably one of the best pitchers in baseball right now. 11-1 record, sub-3 ERA. Ranger Suarez is throwing absolutely amazing. Peyton Tolley, Midwestern stepdad truck driver looking 24-year-old. It looks like he's in his late middle ages, has a can of chew in his back pocket.
Yep.
And can tell you more about hunting deer than most professional guides. Is hurling amazing. The young talent on that team is just superb. But we'll see what happens when it comes to Boston. They are, we talk a lot about run differential. That's a big stat when it comes to teams. Are you scoring more runs than you're allowing? And right now, when it comes to the wild card race,
they're doing
Boston is like second or third.
Yeah.
So
considering they're 2 games below 500, but the run differential is like plus 28. Am I right on that? 28,
27, 28. Yeah, something like that. And I think they're second, and the third team is like plus 14. Yeah. So there's so much potential on that roster. And through the first 50 games of the season for Boston, if they would have averaged 4 runs a game, they would have a better record than the New York Yankees right now.
Well, that's saying something because the Yankees are sucking ass right now.
And we've always said
up until right around the series against the Red Sox, the Yankees were when the Yankees went into that series against the Red Sox where they got swept, the Yankees were cooking, absolutely cooking. The Red Sox broke them.
Yeah.
But I would love to have the Yankees record right now. I would love, or slightly better, maybe closer to the Rays. Like that would make me very, very happy. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens.
We've often said on this show too, the closer to the All-Star break and afterward, you know what your team is.
Yep.
You know what they are. And
unless you're the Seattle Mariners, I don't know what my Mariners are.
Sometimes
they good, sometimes they shit.
The Mariners don't show you who they are till the beginning of September.
Nope.
Man.
Got their tickets cooked. They got their tickets booked to camp that they win the division. Shit, we got to keep playing baseball.
What do you mean there's baseball in October? I thought that was vacation time.
Yeah. That's how they were last year. Like, oh shit, there's baseball. Let's keep playing.
Oh yeah. All right, everybody. That's going to do it for us here on Wide Wide Network and the Sports Sport Podcast. Big thank you to Wide Wide Network for having us in their home this week. We do appreciate that.
Real quick, Will, what podcasts are we on for our sports reports? Where can people catch us after the fact?
Catch us on Wide to Wide Network every Monday at 10 p.m. Eastern. Check them out on Facebook. You can check them out on YouTube. You can also check them out on Twitch as well.
Okay.
We're always there. Seven has his podcast named The Third, as well as Morning Minute. So definitely check him out over there and what he's doing.
Big announcement coming Wednesday as well.
There we go.
Shit. Am I going to be a part of it?
I've got to figure out. I thought I had what I was going to have you do this week if you were going to be on, but I'll talk to you later. I'll message you later on tonight.
All right.
Okay.
All right, and a big thank you to FIFA Microphones and AM8 Pro T. They're checking them
Remember
out.
to send me a microphone,
FIFAmicrophones.com.
finite.
Ha.
Fine. You gotta say the name right, dude.
Fine. Yeah, fine.
Fine.
That's gonna do it for us, you guys. We will see you guys next week right here on the Sports Report podcast. They will have a great week. Have a safe week. Take care. Later, guys.
Have a good night, everybody.
Bye. Don't forget my microphone. Oh, fuck the Yankees.
He got that in at the last second.
It's still live, guys.
He got that in at the last.